Candy corn, Ivanka Trump, and American History X are all on this day. Hey, welcome back to On This Day. Today's date is October 30th, day before Halloween. It is the 304th day of the year. There's 62 days left in 2020. It is the 39th day of fall. We got 52 days left until winter. Really starting to seem like winter already. If this is your birthday, your birthstone is an opal. Today is National Candy Corn Day. National Candy Corn Day seeks to promote the orange, yellow, and white candy whose primary ingredients are sugar, corn syrup, and marshmallow cream. This day serves as a way for fans of candy corn to spread their joy of the sweet, waxy candy. Yeah, it doesn't taste like candy to me. It tastes like wax. Candy corn, in my opinion, is like the worst candy on the planet. I did see a great thing on Twitter today or TikTok or something like that where someone was putting faces on it and they were really talented, but the candy corn looked like President Trump. I thought it was pretty entertaining. All right, let's see what else October 30th has given us. 1925, John Baird creates Britain's first television transmitter. The first successfully transmitted television picture was an image of the head of a ventriloquist dummy nicknamed Stooky Bill. This was a 30-line vertically scanned image at 5 pictures per second. Yeah, now it's like 60 frames per second or whatever, or even higher. Following this, he then went downstairs to fetch an office worker, 20-year-old William Edward Tainton, I believe it is Taynton. Anyway, he grabbed him, brought him upstairs, and he became the first person ever televised. 1941, President Roosevelt approves a $1 billion Lend-Lease aid program to the Allied nations. This was a program where the U.S. supplied the UK, France, China, and the Soviet Union with food, oil, and material between 1941 and 1945. This included warships and warplanes, along with other weaponry. In return, the U.S. was given leases on Army and naval bases in Allied territories during the war. 1944, the Holocaust. Anne and Margaret Frank, Margaret being Anne's older sister, are deported from Auschwitz to the Bergen-Belsen concentration camp where they die from disease the following year, shortly before the end of World War II. You know, it's funny, not funny, but I do a lot of research on World War II, and I know a lot about Anne Frank. I did not know that's how she died. I don't know how that escaped me. I thought she was definitely, put to death, but I guess in a way she was by going to one of these horrible camps. But I didn't know that she died of a disease. Interesting. Learn something new every day. 1945, Jackie Robinson of the Kansas City Monarchs signs a contract with the Brooklyn Dodgers, breaking the baseball color line. This is known to be the end of racial segregation in professional baseball. Robinson is also the first black television analyst for Major League Baseball. I did not know that either. 1953, President Eisenhower approves the top secret document NSC 162/2 concerning the maintenance of a strong nuclear deterrent force against the Soviet Union. In a nutshell, this basically said we should have enough nuclear weapons and delivery systems to where if anyone attacks us with nuclear weapons, they'd pretty much cease to exist on the face of the earth. 1983, the first democratic election in Argentina happens after 7 years of military rule. Voters fully chose presidents, governors, mayors, and their respective national provinces and town legislatures. With a turnout of almost 90%. Yeah, they almost had a 90% turnout. That's amazing. It was actually 86%. After problems with financial instability, inflation, epidemic corruption, international isolation, and violence, the citizens of Argentina believed that a change in government was necessary. The year prior, the third dictator woke to find a letter requesting him to resign, which he was not shocked to receive. 1995, Quebec citizens almost vote to leave Canada. Yeah, they got really close. It was a 50.58% to 49.42% to stay with Canada. They were going to become their own country. 2015, 64 people are killed and more than 147 are injured after a fire in a nightclub in the Romanian capital of Bucharest. Movies released on October 30th, 1998, American History X. If you've never seen this movie, it's weird. Edward Norton is a skinhead, racist, whatever, and he ends up kind of seeing the light and changing his ways. But all his friends are basically still, including his brother, are still full-on Nazis and all this. It's a weird movie. Fairuza Balk's in it. Ethan Stepley, who, if you saw My Name is Earl, he plays Randy. Edward Furlong. Elliot Gould, Stacy Keach, Beverly D'Angelo, Avery Brooks. Great movie, though. Born on October 30th, 1735, President John Adams. He was a lawyer, he was the first vice president, and the second president. He was a very interesting guy. His wife Abigail was apparently extremely intelligent. At the time, you couldn't be a female lawyer or anything like that, so a lot of his legal issues that he dealt with, she advised him on, and she was apparently a brilliant woman. He defended the British soldiers who were responsible for killing 5 civilians in the 1770 Boston Massacre. Now, this was a big deal. This was before the Revolution of 1776. Tensions were high. The Americans pretty much hated the British. They were an occupying force at the time, and protest was going on, and someone threw something at one of the soldiers. Next thing you know, all the soldiers just fired their rifles and ended up killing 5 people. Now, at the time, I think they just string up those soldiers because, you know, the situation we were in and the mood of the country. But John Adams defended and stuck by the law. 1981, Ivanka Trump is born. We all know who she is, President Trump's daughter. But apparently she's a model, and they say she's a businesswoman. I don't know. She does have a clothing line, so yes, I guess she is. She's now considered advisor to the President of the United States. Died on October 30th, 2000, Steve Allen, American actor, television personality, game show panelist, and talk show host. He achieved national fame as the co-creator and the first host of The Tonight Show, which ended up having Jay Leno and Johnny Carson. Yeah, very interesting. And actually had Conan O'Brien for a while, then they took it from him. Anyway, he went on to host numerous game and variety shows, including his own The Steve Allen Show, I've Got a Secret, and The New Steve Allen Show. He died at the age of 78 due to a ruptured blood vessel caused by a chest injury he did not realize he sustained in a minor traffic accident earlier in the day. It was originally thought that he'd suffered a heart attack while taking a nap. No, it was an injury. Kind of sad. All right, that's today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you got some information out of it. Tomorrow's Halloween. Everyone be safe. I know kids can't go out or anything like that in most places this year, which kind of sucks. No Halloween parties. It's a Saturday. Sucks. This pandemic needs to end. Anyway, everyone be safe, be successful, and be nice to each other.